When Thomas bought his home 10 years ago, it was no prize.
Completely redid everything. When I first came in, it was a complete wreck.
Today his house is nice, but at any moment it could become a wreck again.
And this tree now, if it falls right, it'll fall on my house and just take down the roof.
The tree looming over Thomas's house is on the property next door. A towering sapodilla, 50 feet across, 4 to 5 stories high, and rotten to the core.
The carpenter ants came and ate the tree. So already we have limbs falling off on the far side.
As the ants chewed away, the branches on one side fell. Now all that remains is the side of the tree over Thomas's house, and the ants are working hard.
This is not an if, it's when.
The man who owned the home passed away. The house is now in foreclosure, but Thomas can't get the mortgage holder to take action.
I have no idea, no clue what will happen.
Broward County tried to help, sending out an arborist who wrote that the tree is at high risk for future potential failure. The mortgage company responded to the arborist, "We will have the tree removed ASAP." That email was sent on August 17, 2011.
They all agreed that this would be an emergency, okay? And here I sit 6 months later, and the emergency is apparently not that big of an emergency.
Not only is the tree hanging over Thomas's house, some windows are busted and the place, to put it politely, looks like a dump. But the good news, the wildlife in Wilton Manors are happy.
The rats, the squirrels, the raccoons, they all live there because the grass is now knee-high.
Well, Howard, the property went into foreclosure, became an eyesore and a danger. But if the mortgage holder is moving slowly, what can a neighbor living next door do?
Complain, complain, and complain. You can go to the mortgage holder, but usually it's a big company and slow to move. Legally, your city or county code enforcement department has the power to cite the mortgage company. And if they don't act quickly, then cut down the tree, place a lien on the property, so taxpayers eventually get their money back.
When I spoke to J.B. Nutter and Company, which is foreclosing on the property, they told me they were waiting for approval to remove the tree from HUD, which they say oversees the loan on the property. The mortgage company wants the federal agency to pay to remove the tree. However, a spokesman with HUD told me they had no record of that loan or a request to pay to remove the tree. Now the progress. Wilton Manors Code Enforcement has cited the property for the broken windows and the dying tree, ordered them to clean up the problems, and I was told if they don't, the city will do it and slap a lien on the property that the eventual owner will have to pay.
The reason to get the city or county involved is to get it resolved quickly. Because not only is an abandoned property like this dangerous, it's an eyesore. And if Thomas wanted to sell his house, would you buy a property next to that house?
The dying tree will now be cut down and the property cleaned up within the next few days, and no one will be happier than Thomas.
I don't feel safe here. I feel like this is an accident waiting to happen, but one that can be avoided.
Now, between the mortgage company and the city, it's pretty likely that tree will be cut down quickly. But what if the tree fell tomorrow? Would the mortgage company be responsible? Law isn't clear on that since it's in foreclosure. But if your neighbor's tree is dying, you notify them and it falls on your house, your neighbor's in trouble. So if you have a bad tree, get a chainsaw out there. Towering trouble's about to topple you? Don't risk life or limb. Branch out and call us. We'll get to the root of the problem and leave you satisfied. With this Help Me Out, I'm Patrick Frazier. 7 News.